I ran really slow for a second. Fuck that blast.
I probably just Hitomi Tanaka.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's more a recent development. I think like 3 years. She's also a huge I follow her on Instagram and I follow her on Twitch.
So what is she?
She's an entertainer.
Okay. I figured. I don't know if that's rude to say, but I figured.
Yeah, no, it totally is. That's where she makes her money. Okay. However, she also has a really good Twitch presence, and she plays a lot of Mario Kart and is actually really good at it. Huh. She's also playing a lot of other, not necessarily indie games, but she plays a lot of, she plays a lot of Mario Kart, she's played a lot of Zelda. Genuinely, great at the games, too.
Yeah. My nipples. Just got fucking slurped up. I have to swing it around. Just mashing buttons.
Things that we say on a regular basis.
Yeah, right. My nipples. Why is it bleeding? That's what I always wanted to know. Why the fucking gecko is bleeding?
See, I always assumed that there was a body up in there because it needed. Because I think the whole point of this is you're putting brains in everything. So
no, just in the soldiers. That's the issue. Is that it's just going into the soldiers. These are all unmanned vehicles. Okay.
So here's my next. When the kids are in VR, are they actually piloting a soldier, or is it like a video game?
I think it's probably like a video game.
Okay.
You mean the brains?
Yeah, the brains. Yeah. So if you ever watched Psycho-Pass on Amazon Prime,
is it only on Prime?
I think the first and second season might be on Hulu.
Okay.
But one, watch the first season because it's one of my favorite animes of all time. Getting attention for it.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Okay. Secondly, the second season, there's a point in it because the whole point is you have hues, colors, and then depending on what your mental state is, they go hey, you could be a criminal, therefore we're gonna lock you up. And
they can preemptively lock you up.
Yeah, you're not doing something wrong, but let's say you got into a car accident, right?
Okay.
And the other person walks away fine. They were a drunk driver, and you got hurt or tried to get hurt, right? Mm-hmm. And you were fuck them, this isn't right. They would then consider you to be more of a danger, and they can lock you up and let him go off with a fine because you're looking more clouded, you might actually do something, and so they'll institutionalize you.
I wouldn't work well in that world because I would for sure flip my shit if someone hurt my wife.
But even if it was something minor like that, people who are hey, someone's in there.
Yeah, I see him too.
People who are musicians or artists, they actually have to get special permits because of how art can make you feel emotionally and things like that.
That's ridiculous.
Is
it supposed to be dystopian?
It is. It's very dystopian, but it is also it's also done to a very
an arm.
Oh, sweet, that's awesome. It's done very well because one of the things I was actually discussing with a friend last night. Are you an Attack on Titan fan?
I kind of got I kind of fucked hard with it for a while.
Because the final season's coming on now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Is it the 4th season? Is the last season? Fifth?
It's the end of the manga and everything else.
Yeah, I might because I watched all of what was dubbed on Hulu a while ago, but I did see that they dubbed. I think the 3rd season that was on there because I had 3 seasons on Hulu. 2 were dubbed, 1 wasn't. Okay, I'll just wait for it to get dubbed.
Did you notice anything weird about the heroes and the area the heroes live in?
The what?
The area the heroes live in.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing but weirdness.
Okay, I'm talking they're Nazis.
Really?
You're in Germany.
Yeah, I know it's Germany.
Okay, they're Nazis. It's if you ever watch Star Wars, if you ever watch Starship Troopers, the whole premise of a lot of those are
Nazis.
They won. and we become a Type 1 society because they go, okay, we've unified everybody, we've effectively cleansed everything to exactly how we want it, so there's only one common goal, and that is whatever we say the goal is. So the whole point of Psycho-Pass is they sit there and they go, okay, we have this one system. This system is controlled by people who are criminally asymptomatic, who are able to look at you objectively and go, okay, you're getting clouded when you're walking around, you're stressed from work, and maybe you'll do something a little bit rash. You can go get treated for it and they'll help you out. But let's say, like, you rob a bank, or, like, you're killing cats. Like, nobody would ever know this. Like, a serial killer, I would never know you were a serial killer, but if it's clouded and you act a little deranged, you might be off, but I don't know that. They're able to stop a lot of that, and it's very helpful. But then you get somebody who goes through and, like, skins rats and kills people, and they walk around fine because the people are terrified and they don't feel anything. They're just like, nope, I feel fine. They're called criminally asymptomatic. In the second season, after they talk about that, there's a game out there where people are playing it, and it's like a little cartoony first-person shooter where they're like shooting, it gives them points, and when they watch the game, they're like shooting like little furries, like an Angry Birds type thing, right? But what happens when everybody comes out and starts like, I thought they collided.
I did too for a second.
I was like, oh fuck. What happens when everybody like comes out and they start like really looking at it, they break the code for it, and they're actually hijacking police officers and shooting civilians in like places. So people are like hearing about all these mass shootings, and then they break the phones, the police force does, and it now looks like what they're actually doing, which is controlling somebody shooting police officers.
It's interesting.
And that's part of the concept there is like, are those people bad people? Because a lot of them start getting sick and their hues get clouded because they're like, I'm a murderer. I'm literally causing people to kill each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, so that's why I was saying those kids. There's some box up there, by the way.
Yeah, I don't trust myself to get back up here.
Okay.
Damn, I thought that was going to work. I was going to be really happy if I could, like, do that just from so high up.
I like how your sword turned purple because the blue's so electric and then it's red. Yeah. Like, that's actually a really good, really nice touch.
So, what the fuck were you talking about Attack on Titan?
Oh,
like, why are they Nazis? We should probably, like, mark spoilers. Like,
oh, yeah. That's like
episode.
season 4. No, it's where they're at in Germany. It's like an alternate World War I ending. But yeah, it's like a...
Interesting.
It's like a German thing. If you've ever, like, watched, Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood.
Yeah, but I know that's like
he's
kind of
called the Fuhrer,
overtly,
yeah. But there are a lot of, it's like, one of the things with that is if they were to have won, there's one of the theories, and it's more of like a sci-fi, like, storytelling trope. If the Nazis won.
Oh, okay.
Not even like, if Germany won the war, right?
And not specifically like Nazis, but
yeah,
if just the Germans themselves
and won the war, and they united the world because it was a world war. So they took out anyone who was the idea there is like we'd become a Type 1 society or a Class 1 society, which is the society that's based that's the society that makes us the Terran Empire. That's the society that turns us into like, hey, we now have warp drives. Yeah. And that's why if you watch the Starship Troopers movie, not the CG one, but the original one, Neil Patrick Harris walks out at one point. He is wearing an SS officer's...
Yeah, I forgot he was in that movie.
Oh, yeah, it's so bad.
And he went to, like, the officer school because he, like, scored high or whatever.
He's an ESP person.
Whoopsie. Oh, shit.
And in the book, he actually goes... Like, he goes there, it's called Game Theory. Games in Theory, which is your... it's where you start looking at things like math problems to win wars, which is kind of what... There's a movie about the Turing machine, and I can't remember the name of it, whereas... They break the code for the Nazis, and they're like, wait, we can save that. My brother's there. We could save that entire convoy. And he sits there and goes, no, we can't. He goes, if we save that convoy, they're going to start asking, like, that they're just going to change the code. We can't let them know. So what they have to do is they have to let certain people die, so that way the Nazis never understand that the code was actually broken.
And that happened?
Yeah, that's an actual real thing, yeah. That's one of those things, like, when you get so high up in code breaking and stuff, and you learn things like that, they tell you have, like, there's a point where, you know how those are acceptable losses?
Yeah.
There are times where it's not because, like, we could still win, it's, no, these people need to die for the greater good.
So yeah.
Otherwise, people will never.
A lot more people will die, or what have you.
So that's that entire history lesson for you guys.
Yeah,
and
right. Yeah.
There's a history lesson and a trope and an English and storytelling trope question for you, or lesson for you about that stuff.
Cut his arm off. I should probably take the
I kind of want to see like what his animation would look like without his arm.
I think he just like headbutts at you.
Okay. I was like, he's
and
now invisible
too. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, it spins.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. Does it spin like it's like a turbine to like make it go faster?
I think it's to like gain more momentum.
Oh, that's really awesome. Those are fun types of weapons.
Or even to just like displace some of the weight.
That's still a really awesome. I enjoy weapons like Nero's weapon from Devil May Cry, where he can like he revs it up and then it goes faster. It's a harder swing. I am super like here for that.
Oh, maybe that guy just fucked off because I took his arms off.
Maybe. Did you ever play the? I can't remember what it's called. Did you ever play the Shadows of Mordor games?
No, I have not. I considered it, but I just didn't.
They're not bad games. Like it's definitely fun for like a game mechanic and
yeah, because they have the whole like not like recruitment, but
it's like a rival system is what they call it.
Yes, the rival system. Thank you. What if I can just kill you?